Hi guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome to our first Christmassy video here on the channel because Christmas is fast approaching and I know I definitely need to get into gear for Christmas shopping, Christmas presents, planning what I'm doing pretty sharpish. And if you're in the same boat too, then this video is for you because we're going to be sharing our gift guide for Christian women. Now, just because a woman is a Christian doesn't mean that every gift you get them needs to be a Christian-based or specific gift. There are lots of other great gifts that we can give at Christmas and at other occasions too. But if you are looking for a gift idea with a bit of a faith element, then I have some ideas to help you out. Next week we're going to be back with our gift guide for babies and toddlers, so make sure you're subscribed if you'd like to see that when it comes out. And everything that I mention I'm going to try and link down in the description so you can find versions of these yourselves. I'll see if I can find like UK versions and US versions if there are some things that you can't access here in the UK, but hopefully they'll give you some ideas and inspiration at least, so then you can go out and find similar items. So let's get into the ideas. I've started with a couple of books that I thought would make really good presents. The first of these is You're Not Enough and That's Okay by Ali Beth Stuckey. Now you may have heard me mention this book previously on this channel because I did really appreciate it and enjoy it. This is about kind of busting the myths that come with the self-love movement, the kind of culture of self-love that is everywhere today. And it kind of goes through some different things that are said within that movement and kind of tackle them from a biblical perspective, a biblical point of view, and say, actually, what does the Bible say about these things? And gives us a healthier and more biblical way of looking at this topic. The next book is M is for Mama by Abby Halberstadt, and this one is slightly more specific than just any woman. This book would be a great gift for any mothers that you know, people who are expecting a baby or who are planning to get pregnant soon and would like to be a mother. This book would be a great book to get them. This is kind of in a similar vein to the last book, but it kind of tackles some of the culture around motherhood that exists in the world today, things that different people are talking about online, the way that people are approaching motherhood at the moment, and kind of, again, tackles it from a much more biblical perspective to help us look at what it means to be a mother, what it means to be a good mother. And at the end of each chapter it has a section about kind of comparing mediocre motherhood and Christ-like motherhood, some action steps, some questions and a prayer, so it really helps to give you some practical ideas to tackle motherhood. The third book I wanted to mention is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, and to be honest you have probably heard about this book. This book was everywhere for quite a long time, but I think if anyone you know doesn't have this book, then I think it's a really great gift to give them, and a really low pressure book. So if you know someone that doesn't really like reading, this is actually a great book to give them because it is mostly artwork and then very small kind of snippets of text and just little, hardly even stories. It's kind of one big story, but it's just kind of little vignettes, little conversations that these characters are having and just kind of exploring their journey and what they're thinking about. And you may be thinking this isn't particularly kind of faith focused, but I kind of categorise it as faith-based. I first heard of Charlie Mackesy from his work from a faith-based perspective, and I think that does bleed into a lot of what he's writing in here and kind of what this book is talking about personally. And then I also wanted to mention two other books that I haven't personally read yet, but I've heard great things about, and I think they would make great gifts for women in your life. The first of these is Every Woman a Theologian by Felicia Masonheimer, and I've read one of her previous books and really enjoyed it, and this book centres around teaching women about the importance of theology, why theology is important, why it's important that we know what we believe and why. And I think this book will be really encouraging to a lot of women. I'm really hoping to read it sometime soon, but I also think it would make just a great gift for so many women. And then the final book that I wanted to mention is Well Said by Sarah Molitor. And Sarah is just kind of one of the loveliest people that I follow on Instagram, and she posts about faith and her family and all of that kind of thing. And this book is all about the importance of words, the power that our words have, and how we can make sure that our words are life-affirming and encouraging and build people up rather than tear them down. And again, I just think this will be so helpful to so many different people in so many different contexts, no matter how old or young you are. I think this is going to be an amazing book for us to think about and explore and really just have a look at the words that we're saying and what we're saying. Now I know I said that was the last book that I wanted to mention, and these next things I'm going to talk about are kind of books. They're a very different kind of books because my next idea for a great gift that you could give is commentaries. commentaries are a great way to help us dig deeper into our Bible study, exploring the Bible, learning more about what it means. And my favourite kind of collection of commentaries are these For Everyone commentaries by Tom Wright. These are really easy to read. They break down each passage and kind of explore it, but not in a really deep, intense, kind of academic way that a lot of other commentaries do. These I think will be a great starting point for anyone who's never read a commentary before and just kind of wants to start digging deeper into the Bible. But just because they're easy to read doesn't mean they're not still kind of really helpful and really informative about what the Bible is saying. So they have these different ones for like different books of the Bible. So we've got Luke for Everyone, and then this one is Early Christian Letters for Everyone, which covers James, Peter, John and Judah. So there's several books in that one. And then to accompany those, you can also get these For Everyone Bible study guides. So this is Acts for Everyone. This one breaks Acts down into different chunks or different chapters, and then it poses several different questions and has a bit of a narrative about each one to help you dig into it within your Bible study. And we've used this in our house group, our small group, but I think you could also use this at home by yourself to help your Bible study at home. Now this next one might seem a little odd, but I think after all the books that we've just talked about, a great gift would be a book pouch or a book cover. So this is the book pouch that I have. This one isn't specifically a Christian one, but you can get specifically Christian ones, which I will link down in the description. But this is just a great place to pop your books in, zip it up, and then you can take this around with you. It keeps the book protected if it's in your luggage or in your handbag, whatever it is. This is just a great way to be able to take books out with you. And you can also get pouches and covers that are specifically made for Bibles, so they can either hold like pens and notes and all that kind of thing, or they can hold your Bible in and then open up with your Bible. Again, I'll link some examples down in the description for you to find. I think that can be a really nice gift to kind of give someone to help with their Bible study and taking their Bible out with them. My next idea is a painted flower pot, because I found these absolutely beautiful painted flower pots with different Bible verses and different messages on them, and I thought they were just absolutely gorgeous, so I wanted to share this idea with you. If you're artistically talented, then you could actually make some of these yourself with plant pots that you have and paint them and make something like this, or you could buy ones like this from Christine Durant Art is the example that I found and really liked, but I'll also see if I can tag some other ones down in the description too. But I just thought this was a really beautiful gift that you could plant a flower into yourself before you give it to them, and it's just got quite a subtle faith element. My next idea for a great gift that you could give is a cross necklace. Now this is the cross necklace that I wear. I wear this one every day and really love it. And I just think this is such a nice gift that you could get someone, to have a necklace with a cross on it, whether it's something they want to wear all the time or just every now and again. I just think it's a really kind of flexible piece of jewellery to be able to give to someone. And on that theme, I think jewellery is a really great gift for us to give to other people. Personally, I think necklaces are always kind of the safest bet. You don't need to worry about kind of ring sizes or whether they have their ears pierced or not. And there's so many different types of necklace. It could be something they wear all the time, it could be something they wear for special occasions. There's just lots of options for how people want to use a necklace. And as I said, it could be a cross necklace, a very clearly, specifically Christian piece of jewellery, or you can be much more subtle. There's lots of beautiful jewellery created by Christian creatives who have put so much thought and prayer into their design and created these pieces that can remind us of our faith and of different aspects of our faith, whilst also being really beautiful different shapes and designs and patterns. A couple that I've really loved are these ones by Jordan Lily Designs, or this Together necklace by Bloom, or these beaded necklaces by Fair Bloom. I think these are all really beautiful pieces. And in their shops they talk about different Bible verses that these pieces are based on, or different themes in the Bible, and kind of what has led them to creating these pieces of jewellery. My next gift idea is glass art. Now personally, I really love glass art. I think this is so beautiful and so clever, and it's just always been something that I've always really enjoyed looking at. And there are quite a few really talented creators who have made these pieces of artwork, again based on different themes in the Bible or different Bible verses, things that they wanted to explore through this kind of artistic style. The one that I've bought previously and really loved was by Orchard Art Glass. They're currently out of stock from what I can see, so I don't know if they're taking a break, but I'll try and leave some other ones linked down in the description too. Our next idea is for the stationery lovers among you. So those of you who love notepads and shopping lists, and memo pads, planners and diaries and all of that kind of thing. And this is a particular shop that I've really loved and brought stuff from before, and that is Forget Me Not Christian Cards. They sell some beautiful cards, as it kind of says in the name, but also notepads, shopping list pads, they've got coasters, they've got bookmarks, they've got artwork, and it all features kind of different animals, mostly birds, and then Bible verses that accompany these different birds. And they do include a penguin, so that's a big win, but also lots of other beautiful designs of animals and birds. And their stuff is just so lovely. And my last section of kind of different gift ideas is prayer reminders. So obviously this channel is called Prayer and Penguins. We love prayer here. And these are all different gifts to help people in their prayer lives, to help them to pray, help them remember to pray. So the first one is this prayer pebble by Jordan Lily Designs. And this is just a little pewter pebble that has pray engraved in it. And I think this would be such a great reminder to just have either somewhere around your house or in your pocket, and just every time you see it, every time you feel it, to be reminded to pray. And I think that is just such a lovely idea and such a beautiful piece. The next idea is prayer postcards or prayer prompt cards. There's this example by Hope and Ginger, but there's also lots of other different ways of doing this. And I think these are great just kind of reminders that you can either put on a prayer board or again just around your house, or like in notepads or in your bag or wherever, to help you remember to pray and read these different Bible verses about prayer, or read these different prayer prompts, and just kind of help you pray in different ways. The next idea of these is a holding cross. So these are just little crosses that fit into your hand. They've actually come in so many different sizes. I've got a couple of big ones, but then also these quite little ones that again just kind of fit into your hand. They could be in your pocket, they could be in your bag, wherever you want to use them. And again, they just kind of remind you to pray and give you something to hold on to as you pray, which for some people can be really helpful to kind of have something physical to hold and to remind them to pray and keep them focused. And then our final idea is a prayer dice, and this is one that we have that I was given that's from the Methodist Church, but it just has things like read and reflect, act, give thanks, keep silence, pray. Is that all of them? Yes, that's all of them. And then you roll the dice, and then whatever it lands on you would do. I also, when we were growing up, we had this one or something like this if I can't find the actual one, but it was a wooden dice that we would roll before dinner, and that would be our grace, that would be our prayer before meals. And there were lots of other kind of designs and different concepts of this. But again, I think these prayer reminders are quite a low pressure. People can use them as much as they want, however works for them, but just kind of helps them to remember to pray and gives them a bit of a prompting and a helping hand in their own prayer life. So I really hope this video has given you some ideas for gifts that you could get for people this Christmas, or for other occasions in the year too. Do also share the best Christian gifts that you've ever received or given to someone else down in the comments too. I'd love to see your ideas for other great gifts. But we really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos from me and Arnold. As I said, Christmas and Advent are now fast approaching. So if you're starting to think about how you're going to celebrate Advent this year and would like some ideas, do check out this video right here. And we will see you very soon for a new video. Bye!